Hey YouTube. Well, today I am enjoying a beautiful spring day. It is May 23rd, Saturday, 2026. And I am at a lake in Iowa. See, I traveled all the way to Iowa for you guys. From South Dakota to Iowa. I'm at a beautiful lake in Iowa called Lake Pahoja. And Lake Pahoja has a beautiful 4-mile bike trail. You just cruise around the whole lake, check it out, 4 miles. So I am kind of just kidding when I say I went all the way to Iowa. That's because Sioux Falls, South Dakota really is right next to Iowa. So this is only a 19-mile drive for me. It took me about 18 minutes to get here. You know, the highways that I took, they are, like 60-mile-per-hour highways. Well, that's a dead end. Let's go this way. You can go about 60 miles per hour around here. So if you're just cruising, you get here in about 18 minutes or so from Sioux Falls, southeast of Sioux Falls. Everyone's out here enjoying the day. On your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stand. Thank you. On your left. On your left. Thank you. On your left. Thank you. Yep, a lot of people don't know about the whole stay to your right when you're walking on a path. That's okay. They're kids, right? Look at this gorgeous view over to the left. Isn't that gorgeous? That is Lake Pahoja. Not a very big lake. I don't know how many acres, but I'll put it up on the screen for you so you can see. I'll look it up online. My brain doesn't retain all that data. Looks like a good day for fishing. I brought my fishing poles just in case. I've never ridden this path before, so I'm not really sure. Oh, I got a truck coming up behind me, so I'm gonna get off and let him pass. Or actually, he's gonna go over here to this parking lot, I think. All right, good. Yeah, there's actually a truck behind me. I guess they can drive on those trails. I mean, this path is pretty big, so strange that they would allow a vehicle to drive on it. Some campers. Oh, it's a Boy Scout troop. Troop 48, Sioux Falls. Boy Scout troop out here enjoying it. So most of this path is relatively flat. Now this is just from what I've heard, since I've actually never ridden it before. But it's relatively flat with a few, little hills here and there. Like, for example, the one up ahead, but that's nothing really. A lot of people think that all of Iowa is flat, but that would be a lie. Iowa has a lot of rolling hills. I mean, if you look out to my left, some beautiful rolling hills out there. That beautiful lake. Look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah, I get to go downhill. All right. So yeah, this path is 4 miles, basically 3.8 or something like that. So you can get through it pretty quick. At least it seems like you would. And that's what I'm expecting. Nobody's really on it out here. Just some people at the very beginning. But that's, that's where the check-in area is. That's where the parking is. That's also where all the rental places are, where you can rent and stay the weekend or whatever you want to do. So out here, it looks like there aren't any people on the path. We're further out. Got some big robins out here flying around. Trying not to go too fast on this path, since I do want to kind of take it all in and enjoy that view. Look at that. Iowa is a beautiful state. Every time I drive through Iowa, when I go visit family in Illinois, I'm just amazed at how beautiful it is. Everyone out there in YouTube land, you guys probably all think it's cornfields and perfectly flat. See, this is what Iowa looks like. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? A little bit of algae in the lake there, but hey, that's natural. Don't think anybody's gonna be swimming right there anyways. A few boats out in the water. They don't allow motors, I don't think. Or maybe it's electric trolling motors only. So if you put a boat in the water, I think you can only use your trolling motor to pull you around. But they don't allow motors like anything, gas powered that would zip you around the lake and make trouble. The rules are pretty good on the bike trail. They allow electric bikes, class 1 and class 2. I didn't see any posted limit, but my guess is it's probably 15. That's usually what the bike trails are in Sioux Falls, so I'd imagine that's pretty close to what it is here too, if not the same. I can see someone way up ahead on a trike. Looks like a trike maybe, or, oh no, now that I get closer, it's just somebody pushing a baby stroller. From back here I could see the 2 wheels and the person, but couldn't tell. But yeah, baby stroller walk. From what I understand, if you walk this whole path, it takes you about an hour and 20 minutes from beginning to end, if you're just walking a normal pace. On your left. Oh, it's okay. Enjoying the day, I see.
It's gorgeous out.
Yeah. So the wind speeds today, I think we're 6 miles per hour, so there's really no wind. I am riding into the wind right now, so you might hear a little bit of it, but there's really not that much. It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so beautiful temperatures. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day than today. On your left. Today I'm riding my Aventon Adventure 3, which is pretty much all that I really ride. I do have a Aventon Pace 4 at home. My wife rides that one mostly. I like the Adventure 3 because you can just take it anywhere. It goes over any terrain you need it to. So it's cool that way. It's more powerful too. It's got a 750 watt motor as opposed to the 500 watt motor. On your left. Thank you. And I'm a big guy, 230 pounds. So the 750 watt motor helps a lot to get me up those hills. But the Pace 4 is no slouch, really. I mean, it has a 500 watt motor. I think it still has a max of over 1,000 watt peak capacity. And when you really need it to, especially in boost mode, it'll get you up those hills no problem. You just have to work a little bit more. Most of the time I ride my Adventure 3 in sport mode. I think it's about 60 to 70% assistance, pedal assist. So you still have to work it a little bit, but it feels kind of like you're a superhero in a way. And then if I really want to get going, I'll put it in turbo mode, which I think is 90%. And you can also use boost mode, which lasts for, I think, 30 seconds. It's above turbo, and when you put it in boost mode, it gives you like an extra 20% boost. And since it could cause overheating, it only lasts for about 30 seconds. But it'll get you up a hill real easy if you're on a steep one. And then after you use the boost mode, it makes you wait a few minutes. I think it's 2 or 3 minutes before it'll let you use it again. So if you try to use it again after that, it'll give you a little warning saying you have to wait X many minutes and seconds before you can use it. Listen to nature. Some beautiful birds flying over there. Pitch black with an orange, like a big orange patch on their back. I'll have to look that up online and see what they are. I'll just put a picture up here if I can figure out what it is. Otherwise, oh well. I'll be able to find it, I bet. See all these tall grasses over here to the right? That's kind of like the grass you go into when you go hunting for pheasant. I do pheasant hunting. It's usually October, November. I mean, it goes all the way through to January, but I'm not the kind of hunter that wants to go out in ice and snow. So I'll typically go out in October, November, as long as it's not below freezing. But you go in those tall grasses like that, and the pheasant, or think of a pheasant kind of like a chicken, where it normally runs, doesn't fly very much. But when they get spooked, they pop out of the tall grass and fly. And if it's a rooster, you can shoot it and eat it. Hens are illegal. You cannot shoot a hen. I think if you do, it's a $290 fine or something like that. And they don't even let you keep the bird. So I always wonder what they do with them. Seems kind of a waste. Should at least be able to keep it. But yeah, it's a big fine. On your left. Thank you. There we go. See, there's the lake. Isn't that beautiful? On your left. That has to be a workout, you know. Pushing your baby. Some bikes over here. Kids probably down there fishing or something. Oh yeah, they're all down there fishing. Looks like fun. Ooh, some shade. That's nice. All right. Looks like a storm shelter. So, you know, since this is the Midwest, you can get tornadoes when there's a big storm hitting. And say you're out here biking or hiking and a big tornado comes through or something, they'll give you these buildings you can run into for shelter. Like that one said East Shelter on it. So they're built extra strong and they should provide you some protection. It probably has a basement area where you can go into if there is a tornado as opposed to just thunderstorms. All right. A lot of splits in the path. I think I'm going the right way still though. That over there to my left is a swimming beach. Looks like they're getting it cleaned up or maybe it's just a little too wet because we had rain yesterday. Nobody's really out there using it. Looks pretty wet to me. I hope you guys are enjoying this ride with me. Such a beautiful day, I love it. This is what e-biking is for. For old people like me who can't ride a regular bike 4 or 5 miles easily. But with some pedal assist, I can do it and I can enjoy it just as if I were 20 years old. All right. Hello. These little rental cabins. People can rent these cabins right on the lake and enjoy the views. Be nice, huh? Just kind of get up in the morning, go fishing, go biking, whatever. Why not? All right, so this looks like cars could be on the path. It says watch for vehicles. So kind of like what happened earlier where a truck came up behind me. Oh yeah, I'm at the parking area. Well, folks, that actually is my ride. I've gone around the whole lake. That was about a 4-mile ride, I believe is what they say, and went by faster than I expected. But you know what? I always want my rides to be 15-20 minutes long anyways, and so that seems to be pretty perfect. So thanks for wasting your time and enjoying my ride with me, enjoying the views, enjoying the day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.